Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mark. We're back here for the afternoon call. Friday. Long week, very long week. A lot of volatility. The S&P is overall productive week. That oversold reading we're at a healthy reading right at this point. We've had rotation. The standout on the negative side, I think the overall market would have been up probably a lot more if Apple actually had some footing. It does not. It is a broken stock. I keep repeating that. It doesn't mean it can't go up. It doesn't mean it can't go down. It's tradable. Play it at certain levels. It seems like 530 is trying to find a new level. We'll have to wait and see. It's pretty weak, and that's really how you have to look at the stock. It is showing real weakness, and that's where we're at in the cards for that stock. So at some point it will find composure, but it might be closer to 500. We'll have to wait and see. Keep it on the radar. Same thing with Google. These stocks had good runs. We'll have to see how far they retrace. I think that's where we're at. It seems like high beta is a little lackluster right now, and that's okay. That just means more digestion, more back and fill. And I quite frankly have not traded Google since I bought it and sold it. Probably a week ago. I barely touched it, and I'm probably going to do not much until something tells me it's ready. And quite frankly, it's not yet. Still holding in there. Same thing with Priceline. Hanging in there, still, hanging above its 8-day moving average is good. Possibly could get to its 21 day. We'll have to wait and see. Still hanging in there, still healthy, but no trade for us today. And we'll have to see what next week brings. Amazon, again, I'd like to mention the Four Horsemen. Looks good, but really nothing to, very, very tight range. So whichever way it moves out of this range with some authority and ideally with some volume, that'll be the way I chase it. I'm not in it. I'm not doing anything with it at this point in time. This week you had financials. That really helped give a boost to the market. You could start off with BAC. Huge volume on Wednesday, followed through fine day on Thursday, and a little bit followed through on the long side today. Looks good. Go back to your weekly charts and you can just see healthy move. 1150 to 12 is a target in the range and could look very good. Citigroup also had a very, very good move, back to highs just about, and started to look healthy. We'll have to see if this needs a little bit more time from a base, but still looks healthy. JP Morgan tried it today, and Goldman is still lagging. We'll have to wait and see if it's Monday's its day, but I still think it's in the cards. Then you can go to Morgan Stanley, AIG, you have a few others that look healthy. It seems like a little bit of a bank rally we have going on here, which is fine, and it keeps the overall market up. Doesn't mean there's a whole lot of other things that are really in play. Today was one of those slow, dull days after the morning news. Obviously, Apple has its $20 range. It's always going to have its $20 range for the time being. It's good trading, long or short, whichever way you want to trade it. But overall, besides that, there's very little to hang your hat on, very little to lean on, and the key is prices. Be very specific with your prices. I can't say it enough. Find the stocks you like, find the industries you like on the long or the short side, but respect the fact that if you don't fight for your price and you just trade the momentum game, you're probably going to get hurt in this type of tape. Very thin, very volatile, and you got to trust you got to trust your homework. Gold, silver, nothing to talk about. Tried to regain some composure. Needs a little bit more of a base for me to really get back involved on the long side right now. A little bit more on the bearish side, but down here I let it rally before I would put any new shorts on if that's in the cards. And if it rallies, it could look a little bit bullish. Some of the biotechs just to talk about: REGN still healthy, GILD very healthy, Amgen, one of the big boys, healthy. Great looking charts. No real entries for us to talk about right now, but it's something that should be kept on the radar across the board. Home builders, I talked about Toll a bunch this week. Reversal, big reversal. Looks like it could tag its 200-day moving average for the second time, which normally isn't the best indicator. And if it does that, it could come down a little bit. The XHB, they're not broken yet. They're definitely on the hook that you could get more selling pressure based on the end of the year, based on the fact of what I talked about, that tax ramifications of what could be happening next year. There's big gains in the home builders this year. That's the only reason I would suspect there would be new selling that happens. We'll have to wait and see. So overall, guys, commodities had some decent days today. APC had a decent day. BTU had, I believe, an okay day. So the grinding, certainly not exciting, not necessarily my kind of tape, but the key is you got to really wait and find something that you really, really like. It's difficult. Keep your head about you. Certainly less is more. Try to be a little bit more of a surgeon in finding the 1 or 2 opportunities versus trying to chase 20 stocks. It's very difficult to chase 20 stocks. I've tried it a few times this week, and you always just end up getting stuck, and it takes your attention away from the real trades. So that's my little lesson for the day. Good luck. Well, actually, not good luck. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you back on Monday.
Hi, I'm Sean Hendelman of T3 Live, where we train, coach, and mentor traders in order to help you put your money to work with confidence. The T3 Live approach is a blueprint for you to recognize, adapt, and ultimately take advantage of different market conditions. To begin your training with T3 Live, we would like to offer you the opportunity to enroll in our free 30-day online home study course. Fill in your name and email address, and I'll see you on the other side.